Okay. Well. What a day on the markets. Wee. Very nice. What's up, everyone? Great to have you here for another live stream. Okay, so sorry, little delay. By all means, I'm a trader first and a content creator second, So I just got to make sure that before I go into a live stream, I got my stuff sorted, right? So, welcome everyone. Good to have you here. Another day, another live stream. Quite some action on the chart. So this live stream we will focus on Bitcoin, and another reason why we will mainly focus on Bitcoin is because in about 40-ish minutes, 45 minutes, I will have to go because my wife and I have a meeting, I don't know, somewhere in Nice. And we got to go there. We're going to attend. So, we got to move out of the house, which means basically I got to stop the stream. So anyway, welcome everyone. Good to have you all here. So some nice volatility to start the week. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Mr. Muganduzi, welcome. Mark Dutch, Bogdan, what's up? Maestro Manfunguka, what a name. WJ Jung, or just Young, I guess. Greetings from France, sir. Maestro Seriga, what a day. Alt's bleeding. Love to see it. Opportunities. Adam, how you doing? Welcome. Going to break at work. Good timing indeed. Perkil, what's up? Indeed, ready for a volatile week. Yeah, we have quite a lot of news events this week as well, so could increase the volatility. Albert, welcome. Bia was. How you doing? Mihamania from Bangkok coming in hot as well. Okay. Dower. Welcome, Dower. Jarrett, welcome. Reload. Karim. What's up, guys? Coming in hot. Of course, prices dropping, which probably means that generally numbers on YouTube are increasing because of the emotion. But we will, I guess because we can't interact, well, we can by chat, but not voice and sharing charts. We'll guide you through the chart with the help of Elliott waves, which is the method of analysis that we use. So, very nice. Of course, if you have seen my morning update, you basically know exactly what we're looking for. Price took the low. These were the probabilities this morning. So there you go. The morning video was uploaded somewhere here. I don't know exactly, but basically I was analyzing the chart when price was here. And then, of course, I need some time to analyze and then eventually made the video, la-di-la-di-la, put it online. These were the probabilities. Now, those probabilities at the moment, based on what I said in the video played out, we took the low, right? So that is most important. So we now took that low, which basically means two things. You're either looking for a flat or you're looking for the green, right? Remember, for the ones that saw the video this morning, if you haven't, I'll cover this. But these are your two options. Now, for the blue line, however, wave B is very short. But now I'm already going too deep. I haven't even started yet. So first of all, let's zoom out to the daily time frame and start here. Okay, makes sense, no? So start on the daily time frame, empty the chart, and we're going to start with the analysis. Okay. Divin, welcome. Justin, goedenavond. My guy from the other side of the world. He does visit the Netherlands sometimes, though. Albert, dude, how come your polylines always nil it? Experience. Of course, the probabilities. We're good in what we do, right? The probabilities most of the time play out. And that's exactly what we like. I trade myself as well, and I trade pure Elliott waves as well as in combination with other stuff. And I like it when my probabilities played out because that means profit. So no, I mean it's actually been a good last week and this week, and like a good range in general. I suppose I really enjoy ranges. So yeah. Not too shabby. Okay. Welcome, Hudson Hall, Eric Doniel, La Flamme, bon matin. Rahul, what's up? Mari from South Africa. Houden van Elliott waves. We do. Okay, let's start. We are 12 minutes into the live stream. Let's get the analysis sorted, then move into chat and Q&A. As mentioned, I got to go in about 35 minutes to prepare for my wife and I leaving. So let's get the analysis going, make it short and sweet. So you know what we're looking for, you know the probabilities, and then yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So on the daily time frame, the highest probability scenario remains looking for another 4-5. So 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Of course, having a drop to the downside was expected as price was rising here. We started to put the blue polyline on the chart, as well as, by the way, the red one. Right, so both of these were on the chart as price was grinding to the upside. Now we got the retracement, and we also hit the common target area for a wave 4, which is the blue box that you see on my chart, right? 23605, 96.7, 83.6k. Invalidation 77.7k. In other words, if price moves to the downside, touches this level, then we are not looking for a 4 and a 5. Instead, the probabilities then go up for a finished structure to the upside. But at the moment, as long as you do not hit it, it doesn't have the highest probabilities. Now, in this case, and the reason why it doesn't have the highest probabilities to follow the red line to much lower prices, basically hitting 77.7 at the moment, is because of what you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your blue wave 4 is very short in time, shorter than your 2, less common, lowers the probabilities. And in the end, it is all about probabilities, right? So this is the scenario I keep in mind. However, of course, you know, from a trading perspective, yes, I am interested from an Elliott wave trading perspective. Of course, I'm interested to look for longs in this box, but I am a guy that definitely enjoys some local strength as well. So in my case, what I like to see is price to hit some support and then give me some local strength, right? I can trade the local stuff. Here we move to the downside to 49. I'm not really interested to try and long. This was, of course, if you did, you know, congratulations, but we came down on a high amount of volume. Now, my area of interest was over here, right? That was actually my first long. Was here. Then I got out at the target box, right? Eventually moved down. I'm only talking about longs now. Then eventually I started longing here again because of the bullish CVDs, right? So that is where I feel comfortable, but everyone has their own plan and their own strategy, right? But I know that the daily time frame bias remains to the upside. And then I locally want to see bullish bias as well on a 15 1-hour time frame, or I should actually say probabilities, because it isn't bias. I don't care if price goes up or down. I just trade the volatility, right? It's about Elliott wave probabilities. And at the moment on the daily time frame, the blue line has higher probabilities than the red line. In other words, bullish scenario, higher probabilities than bearish scenario. As long as that's the case, I'm interested to look for longs. However, on the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame, I need signs of strength, which at the moment we do not have. So if we then go to the 4-hour time frame, then we can remove that one. Then there's currently 2 scenarios that are important. First of all, both of these would lead to this. It's just a difference in your B. So I haven't actually updated the chart. It's a very full chart. I realize it's very messy, but I haven't updated the chart. But just so you know, we're looking here for a three-wave structure in the WXY, which is a double zigzag. Here your wave C is an ending diagonal. Three-wave WXY to the upside. To finish your X, the 618 should actually be blue because it is the blue Y target. And then you look for another ABC to the downside. Now, this high over here can be the end of your B. It hit the minimum target, being the 0.236. And also from a time perspective, right, this high was made after the 382, which is your minimum time. So to declutter the chart, let me actually remove this fib time here. Okay. And then we pull this a little bit to the right. There we go. Now this green dotted, not interesting. So there we go. Now in this particular case, your B would be in and you're looking for a wave C to the downside, right? So you got a couple of 1, 2s, 3, 4, 5s, and then eventually you return. Now mind you that for a wave Y, your most common target is between 1 and 1.236, which is like 85.7, 81.1, which is incredibly low. The only real support would be 85. I mean, 81 is starting to get very close to 77. And on a daily time frame, you can see that also 81 is below the 0.5 on the daily. It's not really nice, no? So preferably we actually stay above the daily gap high. Now, luckily, we do have two support areas, which are going to be very important to me, especially based on the local structure, the lower one. But 86.9, 87.4, and then just below us at the moment, 89.4 to 90. Right? Because it's about structure more than it is about the exact target. Also your less common target, I don't have it on the chart because it is less common and it clutters the chart even more. But the 0.618 is your minimum target, and taking the low of W is your minimum. So the 618 is actually just above the W. So your minimum target, being taking the low of your W, already happened. Right, so basically from a double zigzag perspective, you've already now reached your minimum, and then the structure becomes most important. If you can eventually count a 5-way finish structure down, then that is then we would label that a Y, and then we just look for price to move back up. Right, it doesn't necessarily need to hit this target area. It's just a target area. It's a common target area. Now in this scenario, your B here would be finished at the current high, and you look for an impulse down in C. Alternatively, you're looking for a flat. So you have A, B, C, 5-wave down, and then you continue, right? So it's a difference in the B. The result is the same. It's just a difference in the in the B. So now your B is finished here. Alternatively, this is going to be your B, right? You have your W here. So this is your W, that's your X. Now you look for Y. Now you have A, B, C. Now in this scenario, what makes it actually very interesting as well is you do then hit the daily naked point of control that you have here, which is resting between 98 and 98.6. So we actually haven't touched it, right? 98, 150, there it is. Oh, we can remove this one actually. Yes, please. So that is a reason why you at least want to keep it in mind. And this target area for your blue wave B, right, for a flat A, B, C, the blue wave B most common target area just below us is in perfect confluence with the blue box that we have here as well, making it very interesting indeed, right? So that is definitely one to keep in mind. Now, if price moves down and touches the 1.618, sitting at 88.2K, then that is the moment we forget about a flat. Another reason why the flat is a bit, like in probabilities, has lower probabilities compared to actually just an impulse to the downside here, is because of time. also structures. So your wave A finished at this high in this case, if you then count this in detail. Now, another reason for this is that actually price took the high. This high here took the one on the left. Now, if you think about a flat, if you would count A, B, C, then your wave B becomes a flat by itself. However, a flat inside wave B of a flat is unbelievably rare. It's some people in the Elliott wave space, experienced counters, say it's not allowed. But if you look at the data by Swennell as well, then there is a slim chance you can get a flat in a flat. It's just incredibly low probabilities it happens. So therefore, it's better to put your A on there, and then this move to the downside has to be either an ABC or the WXY that I had on my chart earlier today. We will observe this move in a second in detail on the 3-minute time frame, because I have been 3-minute counting. Not really something I do very often, but I was interested. So yeah, keep it in mind. Important area on the chart, right? If we do bounce from this low, then mind you, right, if this happens and you take out the high, then this is going to be your bearish scenario. Your bullish scenario is a finished ABC and you look for price to continue. But it's too early, but I don't want to confuse too many. But that's how things change. So let's first see how price reacts at support. I mean, we wanted price to move down anyway, and here we are. So quite nice. Okay, let's see. On the 15-minute time frame, this is my... So I have been, again, very active during the weekend. Been posting in the silver membership group a lot about updating my stuff here. It was a nice weekend as well. Price here rejected from the daily naked point of control, which we had, moving down to the point of control from this range, and then eventually move towards the upside, taking out the high. Of course, a very tricky, complex sideways structure. Now, this is the way I count it, to have either a finished B or A. A in a flat and B for continuation to the downside in an impulse, right? Those are your two options. This is A, B. Yeah, and this is not relevant anymore because we now took the low. So this is the difference between this morning and right now. Actually, a lot has happened between the morning update and the live stream. So probability. I'll summarize the probabilities in a second, and we'll get to the summary of the probabilities. If you're looking for a finished wave B at the high and an impulse to the downside to finish your Y, remember, common target area like 85, that's where it starts, but if it ends sooner, that's fine, right? Then this is what we're looking for. Where's that? Oh, this one. Let's start with this one. This one, props to Razor. I actually don't know if Razor is here. If he is, props to you, sir. So here you have a multi 1-2. Now this structure, it's a little bit of a tricky multi 1-2, so to say, but I spare you the details. But basically here we have a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, well, many 1-2s, another bunch, and then eventually you go down and you move into 4-5s, right? And this is what then creates, right, these 4-5s. This is then what's similar to this, right? So this is quite easy to trade. This is where people tend to lose their money again, because they have no idea what's going on, because wave 4s tend to be complex, right? Tricky. Oh, where are we finished? Are we finished here? Are we finished here? Oh, I'm gonna long here. Oh no, I'm gonna long here. Oh no, okay, finally I got a long. Oh shit, it's actually not too far. Boom, down again, right? So safe, I suppose it's a little bit of like just trading, no financial advice, but trading advice. Don't lose your money in those 4-5s, right? So here we have multiple 1-2s looking for multiple 4-5s. This is your impulse to the downside, where currently locally here, you have very clearly a 3-wave structure to the upside. Now the only bullish scenario here is then looking for a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, right? So you need to take this high and then take it again. Alternatively, your multi 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 is not invalidated, but your second 2 has hit the 886. And the 886 is a very rare target for a wave 2. So it lowers the probabilities for a multi 1-2 here to look for a 3 to the upside. In other words, it increases the probabilities this is a 3-wave structure to the upside. I'm actually curious if we also hit this one. I just missed out. So yeah, it increases the probabilities for a 3-wave structure instead of a multi 1-2, increasing the probabilities to still take out the low. Now for this blue wave 4, your invalidation is the 618 at 92 point, almost 5K. Honestly, if we just want to keep it simple without the fibs, if you change the structure and you move above here, you look for upside. All right, take out 93.1 and then look for 96 and then likely 98. Nope. To move to the daily naked point of control. This is an alternative, but you still have 4 5s. You can see that I've been active on the 3-minute time frame. For a flat, you got to count a 3-wave structure, right? So this is your A, B, C. But in B, you need a zigzag or a double zigzag structure. Triples are very rare. So what you see on the chart here, this is a double zigzag where you have a wave A, B, and then this is a diagonal. Very shallow X, right? And then you look for another A, B, C. This is your important target. Alternative, diagonal in an A. Reason we look for diagonals here is because of the very 3-wavy nature. So you can count it as a multi 1-2, but alternatively diagonals. And then you have A, B, and you look for a C. Because of the subwave structures and how quick this move to the downside is, right? If we would look for a flat here. Now, if you compare wave A in time with wave B in time, now preferably your wave B would finish after the 382 fib time, which, I mean, unless we start ranging here for a little bit, is not really the case. The 382 is sitting on the 14th of January, so tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Central European time. So yeah, if we continue here for a little bit and then come down tomorrow, it would be better for a flat than having such a straight move to the downside, because it is very short in time, which therefore impacts the probabilities negatively that this is a 3-wave structure compared to an impulse structure, right? Impulses are quicker. So that's just something to note. So therefore the probabilities would be higher for an impulse down compared to a 3-wave corrective structure down. Right? So if we then talk probabilities and we go back to the daily and we summarize everything I explained, then on the daily time frame, your higher probability remains a 4 and a 5. Looking for at least one more all-time high, potentially 2, but at least one more all-time high on the daily. Price falling, waiting for more local signs of strength, and also the 15-minute, 1-hour time frame probabilities to change towards bullish. That is the moment when I start to get interesting. So the blue line, higher probabilities, then the red line where you just continue to the downside. On the 4-hour time frame, do I have my polylines? Yeah. So currently, because of the speed of this move down, the green line has higher probabilities than the blue line, right? So the green one is this one. I have to make them two separate scenarios for the next video, but that would be this one where you just simply look for a couple of 1, 2s, 3s, and then eventually 4, 5s. You either turn around at, well, lower support would be nicer than the upper one, but support or your target area, common target area, 85, top of the daily gap. But this at the moment, due to the speed of this move down, an impulse down has higher probabilities than a 3-wave structure. And this would be your locked. Let me make this simple. Ooh. Wait. Up. There we go. Okay, fixed. Okay, so a bit more simple. So this one at the moment, right? A flat A, B, C in B of a bigger A, B, C of your bigger W, X, Y has lower probabilities because of the speed to the downside, because of how quick it is. It's not invalidated, it's just probabilities, meaning this area is very important. Right? This is definitely an area I keep an eye on, because if we do see signs of strength and if we can move above that 92, what was it, like 93, right, 93.1, it's quite late. If I look for longs, then preferably I get in earlier. But from an Elliott wave point of view, if you do move back inside this range here, it gives solid probabilities to at least looking for the daily naked point of control. But it's a little bit, that's a bit of an early call. I would need to see the move to the upside, because your move up should be an impulse. So if you do turn around here, then the move to the upside either has to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure, a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction continuation, or a multi 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. Right? And it's way too early to talk about this. So yeah, Bitcoin en route to take the low again. So yeah, at the moment, lower probabilities for this scenario, the blue line compared to the green line. Simply because of time. Ooh, we took the low. Very nice. 1 second. Managing my stuff here. And then do this. Very nice. And do that. What a day. Beep, beep. So yeah, what to say? Beautiful. If there's any questions, make sure to ask. I'll be here for at least another 10 minutes. Put that in there. Yep. Okay, very good. Very good. So we falling. Okay, final like 10-second summary. Highest probability on the daily. Go to the 4-hour. Remains bullish for now. On the 4-hour time frame, probabilities are higher for this. The green line, unrelated to necessarily how deep it goes, but it just means an impulse to the downside, right? Like continuation because of time. Lower probability is this, right? If you do hold up here and signs of strength appear, then yeah, it could be very, very interesting. At the moment, not the highest probabilities. And on the 15, because of the time, we might actually just start wave 3 now. Ooh, look at the volume coming in. Oh, I might actually now have to redo my my count here. So instead of looking for 5s here, we might actually want to label this a 3 now because of the volume. Most commonly, the highest amount of volume is in a wave 3, right? So now you have your highest volume over here. Of course, that we're still at support. We're still at support. But the 1, 2, yeah, all the bunch of 1-2s. I mean, you can count 1-2s endlessly, basically. We hit some support now, so mind you, right? We are at support, right? At support, by the way, not at resistance. No financial advice, but of course, shorting right on top of support generally is not a great idea. If you, however, lose the box, it could be interesting. And then look for the next one, basically. So yeah, now it's just observing price action, right? So yep, see how far it goes. Elliott wave analysis at 12:30. Now chatting and Q&A. Message pinned. Okay, so let me scroll up, see where we were. Fiona Ross, thanks for your kind message and thanks for watching the videos. I'm happy to hear you enjoy them. You know, that's what I make them for. So cheers, thank you. Yeah, like it may sound like a small thing to you, and when you like people yourself, like when you comment below a video and you know, you just say, oh thanks, like it means a lot, you know, like we can't see each other. I speak to a webcam and you watch on the television together with I don't know how many people are watching, I guess 100 plus, but those type of like comments and the interaction, you know, that really makes the day. I always write all my replies myself, all the comments, every comment. Read what's up, welcome, good morning. Wakar from Pakistan, good to have you here. Welcome, sir. Divine Kunz, a bigger ABC correction with 102.7k being the top of the B wave is still possible? Yes. B channel, moin moin. Good to have you here, B channel. How's gold doing? New York time, they're awake. Good morning, Jeffrey. Maybe no 4 or 5. I mean, this was your 4. And of course, you look for a 5, but let's see what happens. We are at support. Basically what I just did when I said, "Ooh, we took the low," is I took some profits out because we're at support. So I just want to make sure I take my profits out, and then chill. You know, like it's been a really nice day, and it just got a little bit nicer. Actually, so at the same levels with this one compared to Friday. Oh yeah, we also have a CME gap somewhere at the 80s somewhere, right? 82, or I don't know exactly. Muddy, welcome. Can you say where you have the statistic with the 86 in Discord? Those are my, that's my own. It's something that I have found. So it's not public in the Discord. So in Discord you can download the files of Rich Swannell. But the 886 probabilities comes from myself, and probably and hopefully, as you have experienced, it works like a charm. So yeah, people just got to learn a little bit how to use the 886 effectively. I still tend to see in Discord or Telegram like wrong pools, but yeah, it's such an amazing FIB level. Like it's really nice. Shorted, nice bro. Short says 104. I'm targeting 86. What's up, Prof Loki? Good job. Oops. New York is talking, exactly. Curtis, what's up? Can we enter a short now? Depends on your plan and your strategy. Ganam, what's up? Gailan. Alt's not doing bad. Well, actually, I haven't checked the alts list, to be honest. Look at the wick. This is why you don't short at support, by the way. Wow. We've almost fully retraced it. I mean, alts 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 1. I mean, there's still quite some action. Sam, welcome. Lauren, reloads. Cheers, man. Thank you, sir. 75K by the end of the week. Gabriel, welcome back. This guy. How are you? Busy days. Been a couple days. Welcome back, Lauren. I mean, yeah, I'm doing good. You know, it wasn't too difficult trading wise recently, and everything moves forward. I mean, yeah, goes well. Can't complain. James, dude, over 250 currently. You're a chart rock star. Cheers, James. But whatever, I guess the 250 is profit. But whatever you do, it's thanks to yourself, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on the internet sharing his analysis, which since almost 2 years now, it's 1 year and 11 months that the channel is online. Before that, I always analyzed myself, but then I decided to share. And everything went a bit quicker than expected. We grew to, I don't know, what are we now? 12.2K, I believe. And almost 12 or 15? 15, no? I think 15.2K, which is, it's incredible. But I'm happy to see people enjoy the analysis. But trading-wise, of course, everything is you, right? You make the profit. You have your analysis. You make the decision. I am not responsible for wins nor for losses, only for my own. So time to long AVAX. Yeah, depends on your plan, DOG. Make sure that's the most important thing. Like before you get these type of moves, you want to have a plan in place. Like, okay, if price does that, then I do this, right? In the morning, so I have two charts, right? I have two charts here. So you can see I have the BTC chart, which is where we are now, and I have my trading chart. My trading chart looks very different. The candles are all gray. I don't use colors, only my blue boxes. The volume is all gray. I write in gray. I don't have price. I actually think I can, wait 1 second. I actually think I can show you. I don't really think I have anything on it. Wait, let me just put everything in a folder here. Yeah, there we go. So this is my trading chart. Now, this is actually the first time I show this. But I guess for some people as well, it can help to have a very empty, clear chart. No candle colors. No price, because honestly, price is completely irrelevant to trading, in my case at least. No time at the bottom. Volume, gray. Chart, gray. I just have my levels. And then in the morning, I just write my probabilities down. And of course, I do my analysis, which is in folders. And then I, even my long and my short stuff is also gray. So this is my actual trading chart. So for YouTube and the analysis, I do use the colors and the red candles and the gray candles. But for trading myself, I know it's a lot more calm to have everything in gray. I write in gray. I also write down if I see this, then I do this. Like I really write out my plan, and of course I try to follow it as good as I can. Right. So. Yeah, so price, for example, moved to the downside, and then I had the plan of a three-wave structure for then continuation up, right, to the daily naked point of control, and also a plan for an impulse down. What do I want to see to take profit at the box here, right? What's necessary for me in order to take profit there, or even close a trade, So I really write it out in detail. But yeah, that is my trading chart. What about the head and shoulders? Do you ever consider stuff like this? No, it's not something I look for in my analysis, to be honest, but it can work. But generally those type of patterns, the W, the head and shoulders, the diamond, and it's like it's fluff, like it if you would trade that every time, I wonder what your probabilities are. So there's a website, right? What's the encyclopedia or so? What is it? Patternclopedia or Tradingclopedia or I don't know, something like that. And they also have statistics about different patterns, but actually the data is not really convincing at all. So no, I mean, I never look at these patterns. However, they can work. Everything can work. You can trade ICT, you can trade candlesticks, you can trade Elliott waves, trend lines. It doesn't matter. Every analysis works as long as you make a plan. That's what people don't do. They the emotion takes over. But if you have data, right? So you go back in history, you check the data of head and shoulder patterns. How often do they play out on a daily time frame? 4 hour, 1 hour. If they do play out, how far does price go? Does it reach the target, right? From neckline to head, and you put it back on the neckline to the downside. Does it hit it? Or does it return at like 50%? Now, based on that data, you can create a plan. Okay, if I short a neckline or a head and shoulders, where do I put my stop loss? Where should I put my TP1? Because, hey, if you do not move all the way to the take profit target of your head and shoulders pattern, but in 54% of the cases, price returns back into the head and shoulders after only hitting the 50% of your target, obviously you should, or obviously, I mean, no financial advice, but it makes sense to take profit 50% in that move, right? Like your neckline target, basically. So the data will help you, but data is boring, right? It takes a lot of time to take data and collect data, but it will significantly help you in your trading. I have some videos about this for people that are new. It's in the educational playlist. It's 2 videos that have to do with trading psychology. Recommend them both. Over 250. Now, welcome everyone. Now, if you just joined, I also have to go. My alarm just went off. Maybe a Band-Aid. Cheers, dude. Guilian, welcome to the club. Fill in this form and we'll get you sorted. Welcome, man. How can you be consistent trading at live stream? Do you ever think rest or stop? Of course, most of my trading happens outside the live stream. But if something happens during the live stream, because I have a plan that I made in the morning or days ago, if I'm in a swing, I know what to do. So if price reaches this level, and just now we took out this low, then I only have to look to my right, take some profit, right? Because I generally don't really have stuff set. But that was my plan this morning. And then I continue with the live stream because job's done. So no, it's most of my trading happens outside stream hours. I'm usually online for an hour, and then everything is managed. It's just risk management and it's planning. So I don't have emotion. Right? We have a wick. This is I don't like high volatile environments. I'm generally my best trading comes once we have some structure and we form some solid waves, which we don't really have yet locally, of course. So 250K. So that wave 5, you could say that wave 5 started. We can start anywhere between 90 and 80. So, but just to summarize, because unfortunately it's a shorter stream than usual. If you've never been here, first of all, my name is Koen, 32 years old, trader, technical analyst in Elliott waves, and a global keynote speaker, which not everyone actually knows, but I speak at big conferences and events around the world. And to summarize the Elliott wave analysis, which is the core thing of the channel, on a daily time frame, the probabilities, we hit the 302 as well, by the way. the probabilities remain higher for this, where we are still looking for a wave 5. Common target area is the blue box, where we are right now. I'm mainly interested in longs because of the daily time frame, but I do want to see a low time frame strength. Alternative low probability scenario is this one. On the 4-hour time frame, we have two scenarios. We have the bearish scenario, which basically is a scenario where this is an impulse and you continue towards the downside. Right? Preferably see some lower prices with a couple of 3-4s on the low time frame. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Preferably multiple 4 and 5s. Lower prices, in other words. Your alternative, nice reaction. That's why it's so important. Is your A, B, is C. Now, if you do move up above, what was it, 92.3-ish, probabilities for this do increase. To have a flat A, B, and then a wave C to around 98, 100K, and then drop again. Right? Take out this low. This is then the low for another move towards the upside. So, oops. So, on the daily, we're looking for upside. On the 4-hour time frame, in both cases, you're actually still looking for lower. The question is, do you get the bounce? Yeah? And on and then I guess that's what's most important at the moment, because the rest is local time frame stuff. But yeah, I have to go. So very nice. Very nice, very nice. Solid reaction at the wave B pocket. Now, if you do get a wave C to the upside, by the way, in the flat, it has to be an impulsive structure. So you need to count a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave C's in flats can be incredibly quick and very fast. Generally, they lack like solid structure. You can count 5 waves, but it's not like a slow 5-waver. They tend to be quick. So just be aware. But those are the things we are looking for. So everyone, I gotta go. I gotta go with my wife to a meeting. So thanks for being here. If you just arrived, sorry that I have to go, but hey, make sure to check out the analysis earlier in the stream. It will clarify everything. You can also check some of the previous videos I made, Bitcoin updates, to see how price came where we are now and the probabilities playing out. Or check, and I recommend this, the educational playlist with trading psychology stuff in there as well, and some of the tools that I use for trading, like CVD. But I got to move. I'm on a schedule today. So I'm live every day. Every morning there's a video, and every afternoon there's a live stream, except the weekends, because then I do stuff with the wifey as well. So, thanks everyone for being here. If you have questions, write them below the live stream. If you have questions, write them in Discord or in Telegram or somewhere else on YouTube. Right, you know where to find me, and I'll make sure to get to you. Right, if you have any questions. So trade safe with the volatility. Right, news heavy week, and I will catch you again at the next one.